Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
Why, hello again, everybody. My name's Eric. Today on the show, we're going to take an adventure into the woods, where we can see all the wonderful things there is to see. Like squirrels, like birds, like the Lord, and all the sunshine you can find to discover a man's emotional needs and have them fulfilled by a walkie-talkie and a woman. I hope you enjoy our presentation, and I hope you've been baptized. Hi there. Welcome back to the Bible. Camping. What a fantastic journey it can be. Spending all that time with all those Christians when you're 7, attempting to find your place in the world as they attempt to vie for your soul. Yes, I can remember when my parents would send me off to Camp Mac for 2 weeks out of every summer in an attempt to rid me of my demons and give them ample time to exercise their own. Bonfires, fishing, singing songs about Jesus Cristo. It was a time that I remember with a special kind of anxiety. The kind that keeps you up at night from the scary story your 45-year-old divorced, washed-up camp counselor told you the evening before.
Get out of my kitchen!
The guy was obsessed with Gremlins. I liked Gremlins when I saw it for the first time at the age of 20. Well, the entire way through. I had some problems with it, okay? Everyone remembers the microwave, right? Everyone, you remember the microwave? Did you sleep that night? I don't think you did. Basically we'd sit around a campfire. I'd stare at this 4th grader who I was just incredibly in love with. Then we'd sing about Kumbaya and pizza. They had a pizza song. I don't know why. Pizza's good with Jesus. I would imagine Jesus would have loved pizza had it been around at the time. He created it. It makes sense. He created everything. Yeah, it was bad. Yeah. Being surrounded by all of them in a small wooded area, it was bad. No matter how many people were around me on those camping trips years ago, I felt isolated and alone. It's something the woods can do to a man, and it's something that the new game by developer Campo Santo challenges itself to do as well. Join me as we take an adventure to the 1980s in Boulder, Colorado, to review a backwoods adventure that showcases a national park, an emotional discovery, and a washed-up, middle-aged man. To Firewatch, we will go.
That reminds me, I keep hearing reports from Fish and Game about a problem bear they're trying to keep tabs on. Can you search around the lake for fresh tracks and just let me know what you find?
Firewatch tells the story of Henry, a 30-something escaping from a great personal loss to become a national park employee in Wyoming, Colorado in the 1980s. Everything from investigating campsites to following smoke trails has you, the player, navigating your way through beautiful vistas to uncover a local mystery that plays itself out throughout the character's personal journey.
Does problem actually mean murderer? Like how Charles Manson is a problem cult leader?
In the game, he corresponds with his supervisor Delilah, a closet-cased, secretive loner who, due to her hangups, hasn't felt the passionate embrace of a man since the Carter administration.
I need you to hear me. I care about you. That's not made up, it's real. And I know you didn't just take this job because you thought it'd be fun. I know whatever is going on at home is intense. But please, don't spin off into outer space. Something is happening, and it's happening to both of us, okay?
She's a woman.
Okay.
Take a second and then call me back. I'm on your side.
Of course you said that. You like her.
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like 2 people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
This lonesome entitled female has Henry questing his way through the most arbitrary tasks ever to grace a walking simulator.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
And he loves every minute of it.
There are panties.
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
You accomplish all this meandering by navigating via compass, finding clues and investigating items found at the various locations you'll eventually discover. This mechanic has you repeatedly checking your map, only to be reminded that if you were looking for Burt Reynolds to save you, you are completely out of luck. It's literally all you do! Although limited in its scope, Firewatch gameplay does the absolute bare minimum to hold your attention long enough to envelop you in the meat and potatoes that is the game's ultimate goal. To get you completely engrossed in the story it has to tell.
Henry. Henry, wake up. Get out of bed and pick up the radio.
You see, Henry's struggle is nothing less than the loss of the love of his life, whose memory haunts him,
What do you want?
along with the choice he made to leave her.
Hey, you big dumb idiot.
This tragedy is where Delilah, despite her initial impression, shines, guiding Henry not only through the game, but through the struggle that is accepting a great personal loss.
So, like, 2 weeks ago, you called me in the middle of the night? You were sleeping, I guess, and all I heard was the name Jules through the mumbles.
Something anybody who has ever loved can relate to.
Hi, Jules.
Oh, you sound tired.
I am.
Are you having a nice time? I just thought it was so sweet. I wanted to wake you up, but then I thought maybe you were having a nice conversation and... Bye, baby.
Campo Santo, a small team developer formed by 2 former employees of Telltale, have really gone out of their way with Firewatch to create a nuanced take on the first-person genre, bringing the depth of their characters and their interactions to the very top of the video game heap this year. Which is really the highest compliment I can give any game in this industry obsessed with creating works that attempt to accommodate to the idea of what a consumer may like, rather than the idea of creating something that a developer could call their own. Anybody who has ever created anything knows that you should create what you find compelling, rather than what you think someone else should be compelled by. Campo Santo does this with flying colors. Ultimately, the studio's freshman effort succeeds where it sets out to, but falters where other games prevail. Due to the limiting nature of the gameplay involved, it's overly simple, meandering, and never changes. Regardless of this, it does what is most important to players like myself. It lets me empathize in a world where I can relate with characters like Henry, a man wrestling with his woes, having lost someone he cares about, due to circumstances completely out of his control. Been there, done that. Thanks for watching this episode of Debacle. If you like it, please press the like and subscribe button or whatever button's down there. If you didn't like it, I could give a shit.